I told her, I said, these are all happening to me because one day I'm going to use these experiences and I'm going to be able to help others through their experiences. And so I think it was almost a defense mechanism to make sense of what was going on in my life, but it was helpful because I think that really led me to my purpose. But I knew that I was somehow spiritually guided and that I had chosen this life and that I was supposed to experience all of these things and that it was not for nothing. It was never for nothing. And so from very, very early, and you know, when you're born into those kind of situations, you don't have the privilege of having those rose-colored glasses. You just don't. You realize that everything is, you know, not safe. And so you have to try to make sense in the way that you make sense of it. And so that was how I did it.
Thank you. Thank you very much for sharing your story. Just sitting here and listening to you, I'm left in awe. Just want to bask in the energy that you have created for me in this room. And then of course my mind picks up and it's telling me, well, I'm hearing many nice concepts here. There's a concept of manure, and despite the fact that it's not so bad, it can grow such beautiful things. And then I get that there's a lot of pain, a lot of pain. Yet from that pain, such wonderful things come out, things that probably if the pain wasn't there, we would never get to know. And then I also hear that there's an element of choice, that despite the fact that this is so ugly and painful and smelly, there's a choice that was there before. And I'm thinking of choice, and whenever I'm given an opportunity to choose, I will choose the comfort. I will not choose the pain. And so I don't know whether I'm asking or I'm just commenting, but I'm just saying thank you. Thank you.
I've learned to live through, to choose joy instead of pain. It's a much easier road.
Hi, good morning. I would just like to share something. I got in late, but I got what you were talking about, and I heard a couple of experiences. In my life, I was molested, sexually molested when I was 13, and it happened a family member, and at that time I didn't have a voice. I didn't know what was going on, and of course I felt victimized, and I reacted in a very strange way, because then my reaction was that I turned into a boy. I just didn't want to look attractive anymore, and I just wanted to hide my body so that it doesn't get touched again. But when I grew up and I got to understand the meaning of it, I took a very bold step, and I decided to completely cut off from that person. And that person was a very important part of our family, but I decided to just break away. And the result was I took a very big step, knowing fully well that I would hurt my parents, but I did. And the result was that my parents stopped talking to me. And my parents even blamed me for breaking the family. But I lived with it, because what was more important for me was to live my own truth. And I did that. I felt abandoned. I felt alone. And at that point I was also going through my divorce. So it was like I was thrown away from all sides, from all directions. And I didn't know who to turn to, but I was so convinced and so sure that I'm not moving away from my own truth. And then many years later, I was given an opportunity to come and take care of my ailing parents. So I dropped everything. I dropped my work. I just took that as a priority in my life, because that was an opportunity for me to give a closure to something, and also to clear the air and to be able to tell my parents who I really am. And it was so beautiful because I lived with my parents for 3 years, taking care of them, and they both passed away in my arms, and I gave them a beautiful send-off, and I did talk to them, and it was so beautiful because my mother asked me for forgiveness, and she actually said, "I have wronged you, so please forgive me." So what I learned from this whole thing was that, yes, justice comes to you much, much, much later. Sometimes you have to wait for decades to get to it, but it's more important to rise above that victimization and to live your truth. That's more important. Just live your truth. Thank you.
Adding on what you said, as a young child and for most of my childhood, I was beaten and bullied by somebody voracious. And I hated it. And I hated it with everything I had. When my son passed away, I became grateful for that person in my life. Had that person not beaten me to the ground time and time again, I would have never learned to stand back up. And that person came in as an angel in my life, because the gift I received from that was learning to stand back up. The gift I received to that was to not be afraid of a punch in the face, and to take a stand when I knew I got to take a stand regardless of the consequences. That person is probably one of the greatest teachers in my life, that awakened the greatest strength in my life. And that person is not welcome in my life. Because if I truly love them, it does not serve them to have the opportunity to damage their soul. And when you hurt another person, you damage your own soul. So if I truly love them, I will remove myself so that they no longer damage their soul.
When I was introduced to Christianity during my convalescence, there was a minister who was helping me go to therapy during this convalescent time, and also talking about Jesus. So there wasn't one point which I never understood, but turn another cheek, yeah? And I was fighting with that. What do you mean turn another cheek? What do you mean turn another cheek? 10 years passed. Finally, I understood after 10 years and confirming it right now. If I love them, I turn another cheek to help them release their pain. If I love the enemy, I learn what love is by forgiving the enemy for atrocities. So thank you for reminding me.
I definitely agree with that. I think my mother's been my greatest teacher, and she is, if it wasn't for the things that I had gone through, I would not learn how to be strong, I would not learn how to be resourceful, I would not learn how to be resilient. So, I always think every single situation, every single person, every single one of you are all reflections to me, you're all teachers to me. So every situation that we're in, you have to find that golden nugget, you have to dig through that coal and find that diamond, and because it's always there. So it's what you're looking for. You're always going to find what you're looking for. And a lot of people are looking for excuses, and so that's what they find. But if you look for a reason to rise above, that's what you're going to find as well.
I just wanted to say thank you so much for sharing your message. And something I heard a while ago that stuck with me is that suffering without meaning is despair. And so thank you for bringing meaning to people suffering and making your message and sharing that with the world. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing your nice thoughts and sharing your beautiful stories. It was really emotional. Thank you so much.